No. It's my tab.
We're going live. We're going live. We're going live. What's up, David? Welcome into the Grapevine on a Thursday morning here on Smooth 98.1. You know, we love music, we love life, we love to have great conversation, enjoy ourselves, just and talk about entertainment. That is what we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:15 a.m. My name is Ayokunmi, and looking forward to having a great time today. And looking forward to hearing your thoughts on the issues, a number of things to sink our teeth into this morning. The WhatsApp number live, YouTube live as well. WhatsApp number is 0911 That is the WhatsApp number. YouTube, you can plant your seats in the front row. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. All right. It is a full house, you know. The trio are complete. Once again, my main man joining me. James Silas, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Lagos. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Ayo. What's happening, bro? I'm
Everything is
pumped.
happening. Everything is
Yes.
good.
Let's
Good to
let's
see
go.
you.
Let's go.
And of course, Oris, right here in the studio.
Why is James so happy? Oh, yes.
Jackpot.
Well,
Is
good morning, Ayo.
it
Good
your happiness?
morning, James Inondu. Good morning to our listeners. Yes, Wiz is in the house. I guess watch your mouth.
Nobody cares. Ayo, on to the next.
Oh my goodness.
James, watch your mouth. In fact, it's you I'm wrestling. You watch your mouth.
I just wish Oris were here last week when we talk about Adunia Day and you know, the suits and everything. You were missed on that one. You were missed on that one because
unavoidable circumstances. But yes, I shall do my best to ensure that I am here today.
All right. So, what are we talking about this morning? Well, a number of things. Saweetie and Jadon Sancho are in the news.
Such a strange combination, frankly.
I didn't see that one happening, but you know, an alleged former manager of Saweetie on Tuesday, now she accused Saweetie of failing to pay her for services tied to a promotional appearance involving
English football player Jadon Sancho, saying the situation could lead to legal action. Now, according to Capital Extra, Maybach May, very interesting name, who described herself on social media as a road manager, posted a series of screenshots and messages that she said documented efforts to collect payments after arranging a visit to Chelsea Football Club in London in a string of IG posts and a subsequent live stream captured by entertainment outlets as well. Now, she said she booked Saweetie to attend that match and that instead of receiving payment from the club, the artist fell in love with the client and told him not to pay me. That's what Maybach May said in this case. And of course, you've seen that Jadon has fallen head over heels over everything in love, you know, tattooing a middle name on his neck and so on and so forth. I was looking at, boy, what is wrong with you? But anyways, Oris, let me drag you into this one first.
Please don't drag me into this.
No.
This sounds to me like James Silas territory. You know why?
Wow.
Isn't James a Man U fan? I wasn't Jadon playing for Man U.
He plays for Aston. He plays for Chelsea. He plays for Chelsea and Aston Villa. Please.
Oh, I remember. Ayo too is a Man U.
He's not one of us. Please.
I realize now. I see that in the studio. You are kind of Man U fan yourself, please.
Okay.
Oris, focus on the story, please.
And that's what I'm saying. That I think you write that comment. Please ask James Silas what he thinks about his former player being
okay.
In this.
Let me leave. Let's leave Oris out of this. Ayo, listen. Let me tell you.
Thank you.
What I suspect here, I mean, it sounds like they set up a hookup situation, and then the service person went there to fall in love, and this is against the ethic and code of conduct
of the industry.
Hookup. Yes. So
you're saying that Saweetie is a hookup girl? Is that what you're saying? She's a rapper, man. She's a rapper.
No, is that what you're saying? Is that what you said?
No,
I think that was a hookup situation. They sent somebody to. I not call this. Please,
okay.
I don't want to. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So only for her to get there to go and fall in love. So, but you see, when you look at the whole conversation of percentage and payments and all of that, will that not bring us back to the Diddy situation? Why is Diddy going to jail right now?
How did you get
so let me just leave it like I said. This is a very messy situation. I don't even think that I should have come to social media. It's very too dirty. I don't even want to actually, talk further on this. It's too messy. Yeah. It's nonsense. Yeah.
Well, I guess these things, whenever they show up, I'm sure these things happen all the time. But of course, when they show up on the internet, then it becomes like a big deal. In a sense, maybe James, maybe you're right in terms of flying people across. This is RICO. I mean, if this was the US, this is the RICO case. Flying people across for it's kind of racketeering anyway, but it is not. Nobody's talking about that yet. So that's I guess that isn't the thing here. I guess for cases like this, it's just best to settle these things, privately. But I guess when ego comes into the discussion, certain things just, I guess, fly out because there was no reason for us to know that something like this happened. I think it has been the case that Jadon seemed to be in love with this particular rapper, and that was all anybody knew. And suddenly we have a backstory to it. Like, okay, actually there was some. It looks like, as James has said, allegedly, exactly. Yes, there was a bit of a situation where somebody was procuring the services of another. Unfortunately, sometimes this love gets in the way, and that's kind of how we get to this kind of situation. But so far, I don't think either of them have said anything. That's the rapper or the footballer. None of them have said anything online. So far, let's just wait for what happens.
It's just the bitter road manager who was expecting a percentage, right?
But I don't think she's bitter. I think she's I wonder that she has the right to be bitter if she is indeed bitter. I mean, it's like if this is what we agreed on, why then do you say this? Although to be fair, I get her angle. If you think about it in the sense that that's Saweetie, that's the rapper. In the sense that you fall in love with this person, if you allow payment to be made, it seems like you have trafficked yourself. So in the bid to avoid it being a sort of commercial situation, she's saying, hey, do not pay. So in that very weird, I don't know, romantic manner, he actually has a point. But it's a shame that, yes, it is not something that a business person can understand. Yeah? Sir.
Then I sense deceit. We actually discussed for us to make a certain move, and you agreed, and we knew that I was supposed to get a percentage. So you deceived me to go and meet the love of your life.
Well, James, you must understand that love works in mysterious ways.
Oh, please, Oris, please.
You know the popular, what's her name? The popular Rihanna song.
We found love in a hopeless place.
There you go.
I mean,
the end.
No, but
anyway, wait. Let me tell you. I hope that guy will watch the show. He better sign the prenup, bro. Sign the prenup.
Wait.
We don't know if he's going to get to marriage.
How we get into a prenup level? Because I mean, everyone who knows.
Ahead of time.
Everyone who knows.
I mean, where Saweetie is concerned, there's been talk about, she was with Offset or not with Offset and so on and so forth. A kind of messy, history where she's kind of concerned. I mean, why would Jadon open his eyes and say, you know what?
This is where I want to pitch my tent.
No, I don't think that's a right summation. If you consider that he was aware of a possible business hookup situation, and then he altered the terms of that because he fell in love. I do not understand why this is going to come up at all. He's going to, if he's going to marry, he's going to marry.
That's the thing. How do you then fall in love? Bear in mind the circumstances.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is this the first time? This has been a very huge fantasy for, I guess, a certain type of person for a long time. If you've seen 1995, I think, the film with Richard Gere and Julia Roberts,
Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
See, technically speaking, I mean, that is what we are having here. So no worry. It's not the first time that people are. Yeah, it's not the first time that anybody is falling, both fictionally and real life. Everyone falls in love with hookup McDonald's.
You know what they say? Art imitates life.
There you go.
True story. Anyways, Jadon, just protect your image and so on and so forth. Focus on the football. You need to do that, or else. Well, anyways, talking about images, Ashake is in the news, and it seems like he has decided to clean up, literally. Sporting a cleanly shaved head, button-up shirt, polished poise, and tattoos are actually missing. And everybody's just wondering. This is a new image, which has been revolving, really. He's been through different images, the grills, the locks, and everything. Now it seems like he's shedding that identity and moving into another era entirely. Can we term this as, okay, maybe there's something else coming up and he wants to be in line with whatever that is? Or is this I don't know, not midlife crisis?
Yeah, I think you have the answer. You don't know. I think that's the answer. To be honest, I don't think anybody you can only guess that maybe there's a project forthcoming, and this is to get people talking ahead of whatever that is. That's the only, in my own view, rational summation from the image from the photos he posted. But besides that, I don't think you can say anything. Me, I'm more concerned with how much pain was he in to get off those tattoos. Unless, of course, we're never permanent tattoos, because that process is a very, very painful process. So I'm like, on his face. Anyway, I mean,
is it more painful to get them off than actually put them? Because getting tattoos on your face, very sensitive area, hurts. Is it more painful to get them off?
I've heard that. I have no tattoos, so I cannot speak firsthand, but I've heard that it's more painful to get them off. Yeah. Most people just find a way to use makeup to cover it, at least like some of the Hollywood stars. But this looks like, he kind of took them off. So I honestly don't know, so I can't tell. But yes, I have heard that it's tricky to get them off.
I wouldn't know as well until I see Ashake live to see if truly it was removed, because that thing is removed with laser, and that thing truly is a very painful process, and you still see traces of that same tattoo. I mean, in the earlier time of the removal. So I suspect there are two things, like we said. It's either the first ones were not really permanent tattoos, or they used makeup because and then pictures, you know how pictures are, they are always not 100%. Yeah. So until we see him physically, that's when we can tell.
Yeah, because it's really, I mean, he had quite a number of tattoos. So although we can't see, he was wearing like a button-up shirt, so we don't know if the stuff on his body.
Exactly.
So we don't know that. But I can imagine that the one on the face, to take them out would have been incredibly painful if they were permanent.
Man, sure. I mean, I've actually mauled getting a tattoo for the last 15 years. I never brought myself to do that, really.
Yeah, this is not a financial decision.
Definitely,
look at this.
Definitely not.
Look at my rich friend.
I'm not. I don't do well with pain. If I can put it that way, I do not do well with pain at all. But getting tattoos on your face, I don't know. That's the next level.
No, that one I feel I've always felt it's like irresponsible to do. To be honest, there are some of them I can permit as art on the body, but the one on the face I can never understand. That's the idea.
Well, we'll wait and see. I mean, Ashake is a very, very colorful individual. Probably something is cooking. We'll wait to see what he has in store for us in the days to come. Let's take a break. And when we get back in, we're going to be talking about a couple of other things. Akon is in the news. D'Angelo, of course, we'll talk about him. And Money Na Water. Yes, he has responded to Cosmos Paduka. That is Cubana Chief Priest. All that and so much more here on the Grapevine Smooth 98.1.
Money Na Water. Like you away if you get tattoo sharp. Money save na water for you.
Baba, I dey fear need to die.
Why do you take injections?
It's well. If I hear injection like this, I need to for that. When I was young,
have any of you donated blood before?
I have.
No, but I have. But take recently, and man, I just don't like. I hate needles, to be honest. But if it was you must.
And I did that only because it was my mom.
Can you see how fat? Can you see how fat that needle is?
More.
First of
Bro,
all, they did the whole screening and all that. Okay, fine.
Yeah, enter. I laid down and he brought needle out. I started breathing heavily, like, what is this? But I was like, to my mom, let's do this.
And they would not leave it there.
Exactly. I'm like, you put the needle, you leave the needle there. Yes.
Okay.
Stop pumping. I just try to pack my face to the other side, like, let it just be over. I don't come work that deal. I don't send the text.
But guess what? You see that tattoo one, it's not just piercing it, they'll drag it on your skin, drag it on the skin, drag it to be drawing and painting. I beg. And then you mix it with your blood. I beg.
Okay. Have you seen that video? There's a video online showing the process. It's so cheesy. It even looks painful. The video looks painful itself.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen online. I've not seen live somebody drawing, but I don't think
there's a video showing kind of the subcutaneous under the skin and how the needles move.
Mine is not for the fear of the pain, it's for the fact that I cannot reverse it. What if I change my mind tomorrow? Then what?
And laser, you can reverse it, James.
Yeah, but it's expensive to take out.
Just go through more pain.
Exactly. Pain in, pain out.
For what?
They say no pain, no gain, James. Calm down.
What gain do you want to get with the tattoo now?
It looks good.
Now see them Post Malone, Lil Wayne.
Talking to a certain type of woman.
Their whole faces. I'm like, if I see
No,
you,
I can do.
I'll
You know
post
those.
the other side, though.
You know those Hausa ones. Hausa
Henna.
henna. Yes, I can do that one as many as possible.
You see this lazy man. They say he wants to do henna. Scam.
Go and do tattoo. Man. See who is talking. All right, welcome back into the Grapevine on a Thursday morning here on Smooth 98.1. We love music and we love life as well. This is where we get to talk about everything entertainment. My name is Ayokunmi, and of course, as you already know, if you didn't know before, you need to know now. James Silas is here.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm a main man, Oris, right beside me in the studio. Having a great time, talking about what's what in the entertainment world, and just having fun. We just love to have fun here. Join us in the fun as well. 0911-999-0981. 0911-999-0981 is the WhatsApp number. YouTube, we're talking about a lot of things behind the scenes there. So that's where you can catch anything behind the scenes going on. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Speaking about YouTube, because we're discussing tattoos and blood donation behind the scenes. Shewande says, the blood donation needle is not painful now. It's not you that will tell me what is painful. You know what's painful when I feel it. Please.
Sure, like you know, Ayo, you are lying to us. It is not painful. Sure, please speak for yourself. Thank you very much.
Please, anything you do, I'm sorry, I have run for my life.
Tayo on WhatsApp says, word of the day is polycule. It's for something.
That's what is Twitter doing here?
It's more than an explosion. She's no longer for the streets, having crossed borders and upgraded to the international highway. We still may take her to contribute to the discussion. Come on, now stop that. Stop that. He then says, Ashakena looks like he has an office appointment. It's good to have money because how can you reverse such? I nominate Oris and Ayo to get tattoos for research purposes.
God forbid.
Mrs. Silas won't agree with James. What a parent can't pray for doesn't exist. Me.
There
Ayo,
you go.
both of us will go together to get the ink done. Yeah, we go together.
Yeah, whether we are a group of 50 or not, so I'm in my house. Miss me with that.
Anyways, back into the conversation, and hey, I need to talk about D'Angelo,
who sadly passed away. According to his family, they came out on Tuesday to make the announcement. He was 51.
So young.
A legend. Talking about R&B, neo soul. You can't talk about those genres of music without talking about D'Angelo. Talking about songs like Brown Sugar, Lady, Entitled, and so much more. I heard the news, and the first thing I thought about was not too long after Angie Stone, because he and her have a child together. It's rather unfortunate that happened. James, just get on this.
Yeah, I mean, it was sad when I heard. I was like, wow. And crazy thing is that for me personally, I've not particularly been following, a lot of those legends of that time, or the people that did a lot of records, or nice, even if it was a one-hit wonder. But people that had that 90s era, I believe, I think 90s, early 2000, R&B, all that vibe of that time. He was one of it, or one of them. So so I just was like, oh wow, and may his soul rest in peace. Sad.
Very, very sad stuff. Boris, do you think that Angie Stone's passing and the grief there probably could have played a part in this as well? Because less than a year after she passed, he's gone as well.
Nope. I really don't feel like there's a connection between both of them. They've been separated for like a long time, for a very, very long time actually. I think they even had some kind of issues at some points. But anyway, I think they were fine in recent years. So I don't think there's a connection there. Of course, I don't think anybody can forget that new soul movement in the early 2000s and how important that was for Black music in the US. Angie Stone, D'Angelo, Lauryn Hill, at least some of Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Andre 3000, Common, people who are in that space generally.
Right.
In the Ari, some of them. It just seems to me like we are, all of us who are like older millennials, getting into the stage where some of our heroes I guess, a person, because this happened a few days after news that they are kitten.
Yeah.
Yes, you know, I had passed. So I'm like, well, I really loved Diane Keaton in a film called Annie Hall, 1977. And then, like a few days after, while I'm still thinking about that, I hear D'Angelo, who also, because those first two albums, Voodoo and what's the first one? Brown Sugar. Those are very important albums, you know, for all of us who are like R&B kids at the time. So yeah, but his is particularly sad because 51, man, that's super young. That's an incredibly young age to pass. I think she was 79 or so.
Yeah, Diana was 79.
Yeah, so I hope, I mean, may he rest in peace. But especially for the kid and the stone and his kid.
Right.
I hope yes, he's able to like what's the word? Cope with this happening in such succession. But yeah, I guess we come and we go.
It's bad enough to lose a parent, but to lose two parents in the space of probably less
than
a year, that is something that will definitely cause an emotional toll on anyone. And I just hope that the family can find a way to cope with this loss.
Yeah,
great.
There was that. I mean, sorry, there's that song. I mean, those of us who were watching music videos back in the day, Untitled. How does it feel? That was quite a stir. That caused quite a stir back in the day. Unfortunately, that's probably how many people would remember him. Even to be honest, even in my head sometimes, that's kind of how I think of it. But then I remember this is a song called Cruising. I think it was first done by Smokey Robinson, and then he did it. That's another song I think of all the time. But yeah, like I said, may he rest in peace, and let us play his music a little bit more. Especially that actually goes for Smooth FM too, actually. There has to be a sort of dedication. This is the session for D'Angelo.
Oh, of course. And of course, there's a great D'Angelo library right there. Been doing that since yesterday to a degree. All right. Let us talk about our brother Akon. Now, he has reportedly been dragged into a legal battle after his wife Tamika Thiam filed for divorce to end their 29-year marriage.
Doesn't this guy have three wives or something? Wasn't this no? I have to confirm this, but I feel like there was a time maybe James can confirm this. There was a time when the gist came out that Akon was, I guess, a practicing Muslim, and so he had three wives or something. I feel like this thing is in my head. I need to check it out. And then I hear a wife is divorced. I'm like, okay, so which of them is this one?
Well,
but 29 years is long time.
It is, but at the same time, we don't even know how happy they've been in for a portion of severance. And she's demanding 100 million euros as compensation following years of alleged irreconcilable differences.
Why is the figure in euros? What's the currency?
Exactly.
I'm a little surprised. That's in euros. I would have assumed it to be dollars since I would assume she's American. I don't know. Look, Akon has always been a very complicated human being. From the stuff from the so-called Akon City is supposed to do in Senegal and what that has finally become to the crypto thing, even to some of his music, to the Lady Gaga arrangement. I never really figured out how much of money is that,
Beats and so on and so forth.
Yeah, exactly. Although I feel like people are being unfair to him when it comes to Afrobeat thing. This man was actually there in the early days, to be honest. No, he was there. Unlike, say, Drake, who showed up, I guess, much later. Akon was like at ground zero in a way when it comes to like the current phase. If you think of Wizkid as, I guess, one of the major persons for the scene. Wizkid, P-Square, this guy was there. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, I wish him good luck in trying to like battle. Is this just been confirmed, even? But yeah, 29 years is a long time, man. So maybe in my head, I think she kind of deserves some kind of money. I don't know if 100 million euros is the figure, but to be with somebody who's been a star for this long, for 29 years, yeah, you deserve some compensation. That's my belief.
Compensation, James.
Well, the law is the law. Do you understand? When it comes to especially when there's no prenup or whatever, it's based on what has been signed from. So I was trying to check to see about his marital history, but honestly speaking, 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years, 2023 or so, or I think it was 2023, I saw the wife in Atlanta. She came to receive an award on his behalf.
Oh yes.
And she
That's
had
true.
BBL. She was
Why is
privileged.
why is that
I'm sorry, I
important?
have to say this.
Why is
She was,
that important information?
wait now. Well, let me explain.
Yes,
You know,
okay.
it was significant because when they invited her, I said, this is Akon's wife. so
James.
now looking back now, the situation right now that she's asking for a certain amount, I say, Baba, you gotta pay. I mean, I don't know, but
Can you?
so I don't know.
So because she's attracted, so he has to pay. Is that
My
it, James?
brother, she wants to move to other things. This, it's allowed, please.
Says a lot. I don't know what you're talking about, James, to be honest. All I'm saying, anyway, but
I
for
don't
me,
know now.
no
I
matter
told
what,
you.
no matter what she looks like, BABL or no BBL, I feel like being with a pop star this major for 29 years, you definitely deserve some kind, if not just compensation financial, you also deserve therapy. Because I do not feel like
But
it would
let's
have
say
been
something as
easy.
well.
Doesn't he deserve therapy?
No, it's not true.
Guys, when it
Yeah.
comes to what a partner is demanding in terms
Yeah.
of settlement
Obviously.
after a divorce, I don't think they just ask for something from the blues. It's based on record what the other party has, or maybe what the person can has accrued over time. So, and like I said, if there's no prenup, well, we're talking about what 29 years, right? That's a long time
Yeah.
ago. I don't know how stringent or how tight it was when it comes to prenups back in the day, or even marriages. But it's just always for me, the issue is always the fact that I just feel like after 29 years, what could have happened? That's a long time. And it also brings us back to the conversation that I have sometimes with some of my friends. Like, should maybe marriages should be renewed, not just by say renew your vows, but
Yes. I've heard this
documentally,
thing says. Yes, I said
legally.
I've heard
Yes,
this thing
like,
said, yes.
can we renew? Do we want to continue after 10 years? Do you understand? But 29 years is a long time.
Like a subscription.
No, but yes,
I
exactly.
mean,
But
and
James,
Akon is an African. Yeah.
there's a reason why that won't work. What then happens to the idea of till death do us part, which is like a huge part of
Oh,
the marriage
exactly.
vows?
So that's why that particular part of the clause of marriage, it makes it indefinite. So whether you are going through a sad time, whether you are, whatever you are going through, you are not happy. The man is cheating. The man is doing this and that. You are supposed to just be there till death do you part, and it may not favor one party. It
One
may
party.
just you don't want to be miserable all the rest of your life too. So if
Yeah.
everybody's acting right, then maybe we will not have any issues wanting to divorce. But once again, like I said, I saw that woman and
And wait, James, I need to understand this
it's
thing. Are you saying that
what?
wait, when you saw her, you assumed that she was going to divorce him? Is that what you're saying? Because she
This
looked
woman
so
was
good.
full of life. She had BBL. Maybe Akon.
But
I'm
Akon
just
is also
saying.
full of life. I don't understand what James is saying. A woman who has baby here will not stay in her husband's house. Is that the lesson here?
Oris, leave my shed. I just said what I saw.
Okay.
Well,
all right. Okay.
it looks like Tomika felt locked up. They won't let her.
Exactly. This
And now
man is
she
like
wants,
trying to move.
and now
But
she wants to
Akon
leave my
was
guy
blocking.
lonely.
Please, Akon, just bargain the 100 million euro bargain. Then maybe. They didn't even talk about it. Okay, did they mention anything about the monthly whatever?
Alimony and all that.
Yeah, the children may have been grown, I believe. So
Yeah,
we'll not be
probably.
have a situation of some monthly, payment or whatever.
I mean, I guess if it's indeed real news or true news, we'll find out details about next week.
Exactly.
All right, let me take your messages. Sanfajo, good morning to you. Great to have you on the show. Kenny says, "Here, did I hear you mention Brown Sugar?" Okay, well, it's Brown Sugar, the album by D'Angelo, not the presenter Brown Sugar. But at least you are listening. So thank you for that message. Taya says, rest in peace, D'Angelo. He always said he just did black music, not neo soul. Please do that health check. For no fear needle. Get that face tattoo. You can put Smooth and Grapevine there. I'll support you by driving to and from the Ink Studio. What are friends for? Oh, Taya is like, you want my name to be taken off the wheel, Abby. That's what you're all about. Please, just He then says, I heard Akon used his mother's name on most of his properties. Someone is reading the Hakimi manual.
Oh, yes. There was a bit, yes, that they sacked in his account. He has about just $10,000, which is, if it's true, that's pretty interesting. But then again, you would think, I think Akon was the one who gave some kind of advice, financial advice. I think I saw a video weeks ago.
Yes, you're right.
Where he was giving financial advice. So I guess if he saw something coming, maybe he has taken certain precautions.
Yeah, that he recovered, right?
Yeah. So maybe if he was that, if he really is somebody who's thinking heavily about money, as it appears to be in public, I can imagine that in private he's taking certain things. He's taking certain steps to like prevent
African man
being bled out too much.
Stan says, can we talk about Beload and VDM and wholesale fights?
Oh God,
I
yes.
saw that. I just felt very annoyed as to
why are we doing all these things? You are upgrading phone from this one to that one. That is, did you guys see a video of I think it was a Venza upgraded to a Rolls Royce or something? It was ridiculous. It looked very ridiculous.
It's not a crime. People do it for cars or phones. So this one is just like this. It's trendy because or maybe the parties involved and because it's the new. Because first of all, nobody is forcing you to go and buy the fake one. But the truth is that social media pressure is making people to just want to look for any way to show that they are among or just to be among, But what's interesting for me in the parties involved, that's VDM and the B-Lord guy, is VDM, first of all, did not mind his business. He should have minded his business, shouldn't have just called out somebody who's trying to do his own business. Because the truth is that this thing did not start with B-Lord. If you had followed, the trend of when the phone came out and the things we've seen on social media, you see that the Chinese were the ones that started with, first of all, a case for it, and then that they just place on any other iPhone and it will look like the iPhone 17. What is the craze, for God's sake? I don't understand the madness that, some people don't even care about. I mean, I can tell Oris is here. Oris does not even care about the iPhone. Oris has an iPhone that he wasn't using, still went to buy a brand new Samsung phone, even though he had one other one before. So some people are not even deep into it like this. I've been using, and it's not because some people cannot afford it. Do you understand? But there's this thing about we Africans, I don't know Africans, I also Nigerians, and it's not just me saying it. A lot of, I've watched international people say that it's as if Apple are creating these phones for Africans, especially the ones that have not chopped belly full, and people like that. So people just want to be dragged into the
It's a status symbol.
Media. Yeah, the pressure is getting worse. See, that is December is coming. You see what will happen in this Adubo that we're looking at. There will be a lot of people want to steal people, and it's just bad. I know that it's wrong, and then B-Lord did not come to advertise that this is original iPhone 17, and then why selling an inferior or a fake one? No, he didn't market it like that. He just said an upgraded version, or they sold it as a clone or whatever. The truth is that you as a person, they're not telling the children. If they give you, or if you go to the market to go and buy an iPhone or any phone or any product at that matter, if they give you, if you know the metrics to check for fake or original, you will do all of that. And then you know the price that has been advertised for the original one. And then you get to the market and they're selling you for a lesser price. Then you come home and you're happy and say, oh, I've got an original now.
James,
it's just social media banter.
Well, to be honest, I try to avoid any sort of news that concerns VDM and B-Lord. These are not people that I might read upon, honestly.
Exactly.
But about the iPhone bit, I think that it's rather weird that there is no official what's it called now? iPhone store, Apple store apparently in Africa.
Yeah.
And yeah, people are killing themselves.
So Nigeria
this particular
South
stuff.
Africa has Nigeria.
No, apparently even South Africa doesn't have, to be honest. Apparently, I think I saw that somewhere that even they don't have. I think maybe Egypt or something. But yeah, I think I've read something that they don't actually have an official Apple store. In any case, the point is this: at least in our country, we don't have anyone, but people are incredibly crazy about it. So the company itself doesn't care. Tim Cook doesn't care about what you guys are all about here, And yet people are, I don't know. When I heard I'm like, wait, why is anybody upgrading? The OS it can never be the same. So what exactly are you
from that particular model
upgrading?
model?
Yeah, the screen sizes cannot be the same. It's just yeah, to be honest, it's ridiculous. I guess that's just about it. But it's a poor country problem, honestly. I think for poor countries, things that are material stuff becomes even more important because you need to show that you are not like everybody else. So I think that's where this is stemming from. A richer country will probably have this kind of problem. I remember, I think in 2017, I was in Germany, and I knew a guy who was, I don't know, earning this amount of money there. And this guy had like an iPhone that was like maybe at that stage was probably like 5 or 6 years old. Maybe there was the iPhone, I don't know, that's 8 or whatever at the time, and he had like an iPhone 4. And it was like he doesn't even buy them or what's it called first hand. You make sure that they fast and then you buy them second hand. I feel like somebody at that guy's financial level in Nigeria would never play that kind of game, of course. You know,
That's
but
far
yes,
I'm
but in
concerned.
Germany, these things don't really matter. Everybody can afford it, so it doesn't really matter.
All right. All right. Yep, we need to wrap it up. Stan says the issue with VDM attacking Beload is not about the phone or price, but about Beload insulting him of being a thief from a poor mother last year. They should sort their issues out. I beg.
It's not Sport FM's problem.
It's their family issue. Wrap it up. Thank you all so much for all the messages and keeping up with us in the grapevine YouTube here. Shimodiasa says, may D'Angelo's soul rest in peace. Note to all, once a year health check is very important. It's not everything that's malaria. I hear you on that one. All right, thank you guys so very much for lift tie away. He's never going to open that kind of words. Thank you, James and Oris, for joining me this morning. Always a pleasure having you guys on the show.
Yeah, still online at Catch Oris. Like I say, catch me online at Catch Oris, not on the streets, please.
Watch your back. All right, James.
Yeah, James Silas is James Silas everywhere, Instagram, X, everywhere. Just if you reach out, wherever you catch me or find me, tell me you're from the grapevine. I'll holler back. Peace.
All right, peace out. Have a great Thursday, James, and of course, Oris as well. Keep it tuned to the Smooth Breakfast here on Smooth 98.1, 9 o'clock, because you will get talking on the stocks.